Makeup on my.
Hey, it's again. Anyway, hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you good? Are you settled? Are you relaxed?
Yes, I believe I am.
All right, cool. So, my name is Emang, and I'm just going to be interviewing today because I saw your story trending on different platforms of how you graduated as a geological engineer and you're also a lawyer. So I really found that very intriguing. And so today I just want us to have a conversation around that. So please introduce yourself.
Hi, Amang. Hi, everyone. My name is Geletso Christine Moeletsi-Alemayehu. I am hashtag Mrs. Engineer Lawyer. Yeah, I am a geological engineer. I graduated in BU's 2019, and I just recently graduated my LLB degree from UV. Yeah,
Wow.
that's me.
Good. I don't even know where to start. I think for me, I'm quite interested in um how you started this journey. What motivated you?
Well, to be honest, when I started working, oh, you mean that the law journey, right?
The first degree.
The first degree. Okay. I think growing up, I used to say I want to be a lawyer, you know, but slowly growing up and going through the stages of life, I my light was sort of dimmed, I felt like I'm not confident enough. I can't speak in public without having some panic attacks and being super nervous. So I was like, I don't think I'm cut out for being a lawyer. And the chronicles of being a bright student, you pass all the subjects. The world is your oyster. You can choose whatever you want to do. And I just thought, okay, I did enjoy sciences, so let me look into this geological engineering thing and go do engineering in Beast. Also, I wanted to move away from home, so
It's a kind of
I was like, okay, I want to move away from home, but not outside the country. So let me just go to Palap.
Oh,
Yeah. So
wow. And the thing is, you're also like a makeup artist and you have like these
I
really cool designs that you do. So are you like someone who is just you have a lot of talents, or are you someone who kind of is able to do many things? Are you a multitasker?
I am a multitasker, and I think you can say I do have talents, but you know, talents becomes a skill when you practice it more and
Mm-hmm.
more. So I am a hard worker at at the core.
Yeah.
So if I start something, I want to be the best at it and be really good at it. So that's sort of just what happens with me in life. If I do something, I end up being great at it, and
Wow, that
yeah,
is nice. That is
yeah.
really nice. So, okay, so you started your journey from Form 5. Where were you schooling? Where were you schooling?
I was schooling in Naledi Senior Secondary. Yeah,
Okay, and how were your grades?
my grades were great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not um, top achiever grade, but great. I got 46 points
Mm-hmm.
the end, but yeah, I had time to balance life. I wasn't a bookworm.
Really?
No, I was not a bookworm. I was not a bookworm. I still had a life outside school, friends, and everything. So I think maybe if I was a bookworm, I would have been a
Mm-hmm.
top achiever, but I didn't.
Mm,
Yeah, I still wanted to
nice.
enjoy life
What
and have friends.
what would you say was the reason for that low self-belief that you felt like you were not cut out to be a lawyer? What was the understanding of law at the time for you when you graduated high school?
My understanding of law was the courtroom. Like that's it. What you see in the movies and the series. Objection, my lord. Oh, representing people, always, being loud and arrogant and, you
Mm-hmm.
know, pit bully style, but like, that was my understanding, and I was not that person. I was just not that person. Yeah,
And
but it's
and
different
mm-hmm.
now. I can see
Yeah.
what there's more to being a lawyer than just
Mm-hmm.
being an outspoken person. Like it's about research, legal writing, problem solving, and coming up with strategies. And with all that, I think I am that person. those are
Okay.
those are the qualities that I possess. I like research. I love writing, and yeah, I always find myself being thrown into group leadership. Even just growing up, I will always be thrown into group leadership roles and those
Mm.
things. So I was like, yeah, I think I can do it. I can be a lawyer now.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, like your story is so mind-blowing, right? Because these are very intricate degrees, like for someone to just graduate from high school, then get to do geological engineering at Bust. You studied at Bust, right?
Yeah.
Like that's obviously like very competitive and such something to look up to, right? But then
Yes.
you then finish your engineering degree and then say, you know what, I'm actually capable of being a lawyer as well. We don't have we don't have a lot of this going on, especially in Botswana. So what would you say to like a high school graduate who just finished high school and kind of has like these different hobbies or interests?
What I would say to them is, okay, I think it's hard though. What I'm about to say, I know it's hard for a high schooler to have found themselves by then. They still don't know what they like. I get.
Yeah.
So I would just advise that if at all they make the mistake of choosing the wrong course,
Mm-hmm.
and sorry, in the midst of, probably by second semester you would have realized, sorry, hey, I'm in the wrong thing here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They should have the courage to leave, pivot. It's okay to pivot. No one will say you're a failure or anything. Just change and do what you think is more aligned with who you are at that
Mm-hmm.
moment. Who you
Mm-hmm.
know you are at that moment, because life is all about learning who you are, and all you don't immediately just know it
Wow. So did
yourself.
you
So
like
yeah.
did you oh, sorry about that, Emma.
No, I'm done.
Okay. So did you practice as a geological engineer at all?
I did. I worked for 6 months.
Wow.
Also, part of the reason that I started law was
Oh.
I realized that actually
This is not
I'm
my
not,
portion.
it's not me here. I'm not happy here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will say I realized this. It was third year. That's when I realized. So that's why I'm advising the younger generation to. It's okay to run away at that time. But me being me, I felt like no. I have to finish what I started. So
Mm.
yeah, being up outdoor, that's when I realized, oh, this is what our degree is about. Being
Mm-hmm.
outdoor in the sun,
Mm.
digging soil, rocks, looking, carrying them. We had to carry them in the field trip in our backpacks, walking 15 kilometers a day to and fro.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
serious business that I was like, hey, getting lost in the bush.
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I
that was,
actually like that.
yeah. You
Yeah,
like
I
that?
actually no. I like that you actually moved this conversation to
Mm,
us getting to know more about geology and what it entails because I think Hamilton Hitsa High School, we know about
mm,
teaching, we know about nursing, accounting, being a doctor and all of that, but I don't
mm.
think people talk about geological engineering, and I think it was also, I'm not sure if UB had it back in the days or if it was introduced by your university. So you can please tell us more about like what is geological engineering.
Um, UB used to have, no, they not used to, they do have form of geological engineering. They call it geotechnical,
Mm-hmm.
technical engineering, that side. So with geological engineering, it's a combination of three um, areas of study in engineering. It's a combination of civil engineering, combination of mining engineering, and geotechnical engineering, all
What?
in one.
And you did
Yes,
that.
I did that. So if you are a geological engineer, you can work in a civil engineering company. You can work in the mines together with the mining engineers. You can work in the geotech area as well. So yeah, it's about the study of the earth, obviously rocks and all that, but we're not like geologists per se. There's a difference.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, geologists mostly focused on the rocks and everything, but we're also focused on the technical side of the rocks. What is the strength of the rock?
Mm-hmm.
How can it be used in construction, in mining, in all those things? So before any building, what I was practicing in my 6 months of working, when I realized that I'm done with this, we were doing geotechnical surveys,
Yeah.
before any big project, building projects. What I worked on was the pump stations, the water utilities pump station projects from Masama and all the way to Moshopa.
Mm-hmm.
We would dig, we had to dig trial pits to determine what kind of soil is in those areas and to make
Yeah.
recommendations of what type of gravel to use so that the pipes can the area can withstand the pipes, the effects, the how the water seeps if the pipes breaks, all those things, stuff like that. So geological engineering is pretty important. You can't just build anything without geological engineers.
Wow. And I think it's also important for like a growing country like Botswana, right?
Yes,
And so
definitely.
you worked very closely with like civil engineers.
Yes, yes, we did work closely with civil engineers as well as
Mhm.
mining engineers.
Mm.
And during my internship, I was at Moana Copper Mine. That's what it was
Mhm.
so called, in Dukwi. Yeah, so we worked together with them, monitoring mining walls so that they don't collapse and kill people, things like that.
Okay. All
Things
right.
like that.
So, for top achieving students, Habaleko Skolong,
Mm,
being introduced, like being thing advised by teachers to study engineering, right? Like for
mm,
example, geological engineering, it sounds great on paper and it sounds very
mm,
smart, but like
yes.
you're telling us that actually on the ground it's a very hands-on job, and also the aspect of you being a woman in engineering. I want us to touch on that, of what did you experience that the man could have experienced differently as a woman in geological engineering?
Well, obviously, as a woman, you're seen as weaker. I get
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sometimes we are indeed, because having to carry heavy equipment it's not a thing that a woman can do. So,
Mhm.
but in the where I was, there was still some respect. They didn't never sat or mosadi, umunna or anything. There was still the same level of respect that you're a woman. But I'm privileged to have experienced that. I know some women probably go through hectic things in the industry for being a woman. But yeah, that's all I can say for now. That
Okay. All right.
yeah,
So we move away from geological engineering. Now you start your law degree.
yes.
So what was the difference in terms of like switching from engineering to then studying law? What were the main differences?
Oh, serious difference is so serious. Um, I want to say I felt like law was harder. I know that the engineers are gonna kill me when I say this. I felt like law was really hard. With engineering, you're just focused on numbers, calculations, formulas, and all these things that if you get them, you're gonna get the right answer.
Right, right, right.
with law, there's no right answer.
Tell us, can I go how we're learning?
There's no right answer. You literally have to apply your mind and use critical thinking. You can't just
Mm,
write. You may know, worry. Okay, I agree with engineering. 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's
yeah.
fine. With law, you must explain and back it up with cases. Why is it equals 2?
Mhm,
You can't just write the answer and leave it there. Justify it. Tell us, why do you think this is the answer? Use your mind. Think outside the box and
mm.
everything. So yeah,
Okay. Wow.
it's
Interesting.
interesting.
Definitely,
Yeah.
I think it's quite interesting for me to know that law would be more difficult than engineering because we always think gore, anything to do with numbers and calculations is
It's more
more like
difficult.
difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, no, you're studying law, you're having the same sleepless nights. You've definitely now increased your education spectrum. Um, how then do you also, in the midst of everything, build a relationship that led to like marriage? Like, how did you handle all of this while also being an Instagram like content creator? Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It's a lot of things here. um, well, my relationship started in Buse.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Some people like to tease me and say, you just want to be used to collect a husband,
Okay.
not the degree. But yeah, to be able to balance all those things, I joined a club in
Mm-hmm.
Buse. It
Mm-hmm.
was called Destiny Club. Um, we had a life coach. His name is David Grace, and through that club, that's when I realized, oh, actually, there is more to life than being a student. That I can do other things. You know, when you're, especially as a science student, that always, I don't, sorry guys to say this, but you're mostly always like, you know,
Okay, okay.
thinking about school academics only, nothing else, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
just focus on grades and everything. But I learned that there's more to life than being a student, that if you have a talent, um, use your talent, make a business out of it, which is what I did with my makeup talent. Actually, I used to do art in senior school, junior school and senior school. I
Okay.
did art. Yeah.
Cool.
So I decided, let me change my canvas from paper to my face. So then I started teaching
Oh.
myself how to do makeup through the YouTube tutorials back in the day. You know, it was
Mhm.
all about YouTube, and yeah, I learned all that. And eventually, through the mentorship of David Grace, I learned that, you know, just keep learning, keep practicing. I even went for master classes outside the country to keep learning more and more about makeup, and that's how I became very skilled at it, and also started content creation for that. Yeah, but that, I just want to say, it's mentorship at that point that helped me to be able to, you know, yeah,
To
be
to balance
multifaceted.
everything
Yeah,
out, right?
yeah.
So, oh yeah, we're having some comments from the different platforms. So we have Greasy Mo on Instagram saying, "Hi Keleto, I'm a huge fan." And then if we have any other people who are interested in asking Keleto questions, feel free to drop questions and then I'll just read them out to her. And then right now you've just recently graduated with an LLB.
Yes.
And what's the process like now transitioning from being a student to becoming a lawyer?
Well, what can I say? It is quite different. You know, when you're a student, you can just miss class however you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, and skip things, you know. But with being in the workplace, you have to have some serious discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's following you around. Well, just as a university, nobody was following you around to do your work, but you know, nobody's following you around. So you just have to be disciplined and focused, determined, and understand that you are there to actually help actual people now. It's not just theory now. people's lives are depending on you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's quite hectic sometimes, but yeah, we're managing. I'm managing so far,
Mhm.
and now actually getting to deal with clients face to face. You have to learn some communication skills and all these
Right.
other things. Your degree can't save you when it comes to that one. Your knowledge in the degree can save you. So you have to have those intrapersonal skills and all those things. Yeah, you have to improve them and stuff.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
sorry, I keep
so
laughing. I am. Kelly laughs a lot. It's okay.
right.
Mm,
So um so basically you're saying that okay, so what skills would you say you got from your engineering and makeup career to then have them in your law, like being a lawyer? How did you? Yeah, yeah.
okay, with makeup, I'd say customer service.
Yeah.
I learned how to handle clients. That difficult clients, they are nice clients, but yeah, I got all that from makeup, so I'm able to apply it at work and know when to remain calm when a client is, yeah, getting out of line and everything. Just keep everything professional, and yeah, uh, that's what I can say from the makeup side. From the
Mm-hmm.
engineering side, how does engineering help law?
Right.
I don't know for now, but I I'm looking to merge the two, engineering and law, and to specialize in the mining area, in mining law in the future. So maybe when you
Mhm.
ask me, then I will tell you how.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know like go na le batho ba e leng gore they study finance and law, and some
Yes.
study like medicine and law, and then they come like
Yes.
become like medical lawyers. Others are corporate
Yes.
lawyers. So it
Yes.
would be interesting to know, or you could practice law in a mining sector.
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Be a legal advisor for mining companies,
Oh yeah.
practice at the mines. I'd be able to understand the technical side of the
Mm,
mining work and then also the law side of the mining work and just merge those two together. So yeah,
right. And
yeah, yeah.
because you've been able to be on the ground and you've seen the challenges that
Mm,
geological engineers face, you would be at a better standing to represent such
yes,
people. All
I
right.
understand. Yeah. So that's one thing about law also. It's so
Diverse. Yeah.
diverse.
Mm.
Everywhere needs a lawyer. Any place needs a
Mhm.
lawyer. We're always you
Yeah.
fit in anywhere. It's not all about. Also, that's the thing that I realize. It's not just the courtroom litigation. That's what I'm calling the courtroom. It's called litigation. It's
Mm-hmm.
not all about litigation. You can go into corporate, like you're saying. Some people do insurance. Some people do medical law, mining law, all different kinds of law, and you specialize in. Yeah, you're good.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. You're
Mm.
really motivating a lot of like first of all women. I really want to give this out like for women, especially who are in, both the engineering and the law space and business and creativity, being makeup and art. So yeah, Nung, tell us more about balancing things as a mom and a wife, as and a new practicing lawyer.
I will be honest and tell you that there's no such thing as balance. Sorry to burst the bubble for some people, and that's the question that I get asked a lot. How do you balance? There's no balance. You just have to prioritize.
Yeah.
There's priorities. You
Mm.
you break down. Okay, this one is more my attention more than this one. I'll attend to this one later, and that's at the current moment. My main priority is being a good mom and a good wife, and then being a great lawyer at work and everything. And then unfortunately, in the last years, the past is it, I'll say 3 years, makeup is suffering.
Yeah, okay. All right, all
Makeup
right.
is fighting for its life, but yeah, I think in the near future, as my son grows, it'll be able to switch again. Positions will switch, and I'll be able to prioritize. Yeah, but just to advise how to balance. It's all about time management.
Yeah.
All about time management skills, like be able to divide yourself and know that I'm doing this at this time. But that also needs discipline to be able to follow your timetable, your schedule, and everything. So
Mm. And would you say like what would you say is your personality type? Are you like introverted or extroverted? Like how did that contribute to also your careers?
I want to say my mentor likes to say some people are introverted extroverts,
Okay.
meaning that they became introverts by trauma.
Okay.
But naturally they are extroverts. So
Okay.
after some healing processes, you become your true self. So I think that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Growing up, I think I was an introvert. But as soon as I gave birth, my son
Is
changed me.
are you serious?
I'm
Wait, what?
serious.
So you
I'm so
had been
serious.
an introvert like your whole life, or?
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, you can what ambivert. I'll say that
Ambivert. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ambivert. I am able to mingle with people and talk with people and all those things. Go out, and I'm not always, but I do retrieve myself sometimes and just have some rest time
Mhm.
and be in the house. So I would say
Yeah.
that. But after having a child, I can proudly say I'm an extrovert.
Okay, tell us more about that.
So I felt like, I don't know, something just switched in me after giving birth. Like, hey, actually now I have a human being to take care of. Guys, somebody's depending on me. The whole life is dependent on me. So I can't be timid and shy away from. I have to learn to speak up and be confident and all those things. So I was like, yeah. So that's
Mm,
how I've changed so far.
wow, that's quite
Mm.
interesting. And also being a woman and being able to achieve all of this, would you say that it's been important for you to have a really supportive and understanding partner?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, my dear husband. So obviously we graduated together 2019,
Oh.
and he's been working, and the first 2 years of my LLB degree I was at home. That's fine. He wasn't stressed. I was being taken care of by my parents. But now after getting married, the responsibility fell on him to take care of me and provide
Yeah.
and everything. So yeah, I'm really grateful to him. He's been so supportive in everything that I do, my makeup,
Wow.
law degree, anything I'm interested in, he's supportive. Like my business, the online business, so supportive.
Wow, that
I'm
is
grateful, yeah.
amazing.
Mm.
God really loves you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. No, God really did it for me with that
Yeah.
man.
God really loves you.
Yeah.
So I find it quite interesting that you mentioned that your baby brought out the extroverted side of you. So how would you say then this has shown in your workplace in terms of dealing with clients?
Okay. In my workplace, I am able to be more firm with clients, especially it's really needed in being a lawyer. You need to have a firm voice with clients so that they can hear you and understand you, because there are some clients that they might think they know better than you, although they're the ones who came to ask for your help.
Yeah.
So are able to communicate what you're trying to say firmly, but also professionally, without being crossing the line or being mean or getting angry that I say something wrong with it. So I'm able to handle all that well. Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
Mm.
So I'm just gonna give like 2 minutes to just check if to kind of like send out the video to to people, and also
Mhm.
check if people can ask questions. So during this time, if you wanna say anything, that's also good. But I'm just gonna give it time so that I'm just trying to get it out to more people.
Okay.
And yeah, I think this has been quite insightful. Kore it's working. I get to how you do it. And you know, a lot of people would definitely be very amazed and wonder, Kore, where do you get the time to achieve all of these things,
Mhm.
especially because but I wouldn't want to generalize, but most young people right now, I think ba ngongorega ka gore, hey, ha gona ditiro and all of that. And
Yeah.
you seem to be having this mindset of abundance where you're achieving. And have you ever been unemployed?
I have. Well, yeah, I graduated 2019. I think I only got my job. Okay, no, I was only unemployed for 3 months. Let me say three
Yeah,
months.
yeah,
Yes, I
yeah,
was unemployed for 3 months, and then I got my job in February. Yeah, 2020, just before COVID.
yeah.
Just before COVID hit. Yeah, yeah. So, um, I would just like to say what you touched on, saying that I have a mindset of abundance. I'll owe that to my spiritual relationship with God. Yes. My mentor likes to say he's also a man of God. He likes to say thoughts become things.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you're always thinking negative thoughts, then that will be your reality.
Mm,
So I always made sure to think positively and trust and believe in God that everything is working out for my good. That's my mantra for every day. Even when I'm going through a challenge, I still know what in the end, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be worth it. And with that mindset, I set goals believing that I'm able to achieve them.
mm,
And even if I don't achieve them at the time that I said I would, I know that eventually I'm going to get there and just
mm,
keep a positive mindset. Yeah. So that's
mm.
also another thing that I used to struggle with anxiety.
Huh?
Yeah. Which is also, I think it was so funny and bold of me to go into law, struggling with anxiety at that time. But, by God's grace, and I just one day we were in a prayer and fasting, and I just something snapped in me that said, disobeying God. I think being
Mm.
anxious is disobeying God.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. You're disobeying God's word by being anxious. He told you, don't worry.
Mm,
Don't worry, trust in Him. So if you are busy worrying, thinking, oh my life, oh this is not going well. What? No, 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 no. You you're moving away from God, further and further away from God. So I just brought myself back
mm,
and trusted in God. I don't worry anymore. Well, I do, the normal type of worrying. I'm not anxiously worrying that I get into a depressive episode or all those
yeah.
things. I don't do all those things anymore. I just trust in God, believe in God, and focus on doing my absolute best to achieve whatever goal I would have set for myself. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, all
So,
right. So that that's beautiful. And also I like how you now mentioned and tapped into mental health.
yeah.
So if you look at like social media and overachievers of people, people who are able to do a lot,
Mm.
behind closed doors, people are dealing with so many things that we don't know, right? So
Yes.
how
Yes.
then do you be able to achieve and balance your life, and what kind of issues did you end up falling into because of your possible ambitions, or whatever that might have caused those, and how you were able to get out of that?
Well, I from social media, I'd say a lot of us we suffer from comparison.
Like, yeah.
We like to compare ourselves with other people, and like you say, obviously somebody's not going to post the bad things of their life.
Mm,
So of course the profile will look sparkly, and you start thinking, oh, this person's life is perfect, but you don't even know what's going on behind doors. So when I
yeah.
came to that realization that actually I I am myself. I am Keleso. There's no other Keleso than me.
Yeah.
I don't need to compare myself to these other people. I'm in my own lane. I'm walking my own road and everything. Like, just
Mm,
focus on myself, focus on God, keep my eyes on God, and mute all the noise of whatever anybody's doing. If the people post whatever's happening in their life, I congratulate them, be happy for them, and move. Don't dwell in it and start saying, oh, my life is not going well. One, two, three, one, two, three. Yeah.
and what would get you to feeling like your life is not going well if you're someone who, let's say, has a job and you're an engineer, and or you're a lawyer? Got people might think, "Hore, you have everything figured out." You know what I'm saying?
They might think that I have everything figured out, but mind you, I've been in school for 10 years now. I felt quite behind,
Right, right.
quite behind from my age mates. They've built their own lives.
Mm,
They've built their careers. I'm just starting now. They've been able to accomplish one, two, three, get cars, get houses, because they have stable income, and
mm.
I'm still struggling with all of that, especially because I was self-sponsored, no allowance.
Oh, for the law degree or the both?
Yes, for the law degree.
Wow.
The government only sponsors.
One degree.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, so now, actually, now it's interesting. Yeah, no kanya. Yeah, the finance, or okay, would you, in the Botswana context, who would you say makes more money in terms of like per year, or like the
Mhm.
average income between, I'm just gonna say geological engineers, because maybe, or maybe if you know some information about the different engineering streams. But
Yeah,
would you say, comparing the two, where's the money at?
the money is in law. The money is in law.
Yo, it's a
The money
kind.
is in law, guys. I don't wanna lie. The money is in law with geological engineering and other engineerings where I've heard from other people. You only get a lot of money when you've made it to the top position up
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yeah,
Yes. But
and it's not the same in law.
no, you can still make money as a junior lawyer and enjoy
Oh,
your money.
oh, and it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, especially in litigation. I think that's why a lot of people, that's why we all think lawyers about litigation. That's why a lot of people run there, because the more clients you have, the more cases you're handling, the more money comes in.
Okay,
And
so like, what's litigation? Like, we don't know.
maybe you don't know what litigation is.
Yeah.
Litigation is the representing of legal clients part, that side. There's corporate law.
Mm-hmm.
Corporate law is when you are an in-house counsel at a company, you're advising on contracts and um, stuff like that. But with litigation, you are representing people for different kinds of matters, be it civil law, criminal law, or even just helping out. these people with tenders to make their contracts, to give them legal advice, because some tenders do require legal advice and all those things.
Yeah.
So yeah, litigation is you take in a client, you sit down with them, you consult, you ask them, then no, they tell you, not ask them because they came to you. They tell you what that issue is. Oh, if it's criminal law, my lawyer, I killed someone. Help me,
It's kinda so
help me get out
but
of
what
this
thing
one.
what do I hella yalo like because the thing is like me growing up I've never actually wanted to be a lawyer.
Mm,
So I also had like 46 points and everything, but
mm,
I never wanted to do accounting, engineering,
yeah,
engineering or law.
yeah.
So I was more into like, getting into the health space until
Mhm,
life led me to like the business space and finance and
mhm,
all of that.
mm,
But I'm now also starting the journey of doing like nursing, and I might even finish like a medical degree many years later from now. So the reason why I found your story very interesting is because I'm also on that same path where I'm probably gonna take so many years in school and batata wa dikolo and stuff like that. But it's just because like when we finish high school, there's not much advice. Results. Okay, you got 46, you got 48
yeah.
points. Some of here engineering, some of
Mm,
here
science.
this, some of here
Mm,
designs until
mm,
life, draws you into this
mm.
thing where you get to see so many things, especially now, homepage, the content creator,
Yes.
financial, like finance is
Yeah.
something that I really and
Mm.
so yeah. So I'm just gonna ask if oh what happened? If you have any questions, please drop them on the comment bar and then we will be able to answer them. Our guest has disappeared. Maybe something has happened. So I'll just check in with her if she's okay. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying this stream. And if you have any comments as well, please feel free to comment. We would appreciate that. And yeah, I'm just gonna give like 2 minutes of Q&As and then we will close the live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been so insightful. I'm so inspired and I've learned a lot and how like Kelly has a lot of grace and also just like her intelligence and her ability to balance everything really is motivating and inspirational. So it shows that women can achieve and can be wives and mothers and still be able to be engineers and lawyers. So that's pretty cool. So if you have any questions, just drop them down and then we will address them to her once she's back online. I'm just going to check in on her if she's okay. Everything is okay. All right. No comments, no comments yet. Just going to give like 2 minutes. Um or maybe a call came in and she had to take it. So that's okay. So yeah, I think like the lesson that we're getting from all of this oh yeah, let me add her to the stage. Hi. Is
Hi.
everything okay?
It seems fine.
Not
You
okay.
disappeared on my side, and then when you came back, it kicked me out. So I don't know what
Oh,
happened. Yeah.
okay,
So I had to
okay.
get out and then come back in. Yeah.
Hi, Gravis. There's someone saying, Amang, hi, how are you? So we're not receiving any comments as of now. I'm not sure if
Mhm.
but we are receiving like people have joined the stream. So maybe they don't have much to ask, I guess.
It's okay. It's okay.
But
It's
thank you
okay.
so much for your time, and thank you so much for giving us this, knowledge and ability to know what you can be able to do things that are so different, like, and find a way somehow to merge them, because I think that's where the future is headed. It's no longer you're just going to study one thing and you're going to be that thing forever. We're
Yeah.
now in a time where you can go to school for as long as you like and you can study whatever you like. And it's just about your passion and what you like, and also having a good partner in the
Yeah.
mix is a great you know it's a great thing to
Great
have.
advantage.
And
Yeah. An
yeah,
advantage. Yeah. It is.
that's
Thank you so
nice.
much for having me.
All right, thank you so
Yes.
much and have a great night. Thank you for actually coming all this way, because you
Yes.
experienced load shedding.
I
So for you
did.
to,
I did. I had to leave my house to make this happen.
we appreciate it. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna learn from this, and it's
Yeah,
gonna reach people, and they're gonna be able to know how they can
they can
diversify.
diversify, pivot. It's okay
Mhm.
to pivot as long as you have a positive mindset. You can achieve anything. We're
Amen.
powerful.
Ooh.
We are powerful. We are
Yes,
powerful.
we
You have to
are.
believe in
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. All
Mm.
right. Have a great night. Good night. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye bye.